girl who always gets a nasty black coffee, huh?
Nasty? Someone's not getting a tip anymore.
That's alright. Your smile will do.
Thanks.
Jerimiyah.
Stacy. Nice to meet you. Would you happen to help me? I'm a little lost.
100%. Okay, so you're gonna be on train number 2, and it's gonna be right across the tracks. And you got 1 minute.
Thanks.
Yeah. Hey. You forgot your. Black coffee? Hey, you dropped your ticket.
Thanks.
Can I have your number?
The shot starts wide on the ticket booth as our actress walks into the shot. I use her motion to move the camera forward and hinge around her to the right, to both show her face and to reveal the second character. Then, follow her as she walks, keeping both actors in frame until she looks back. I wanted to show that they missed the opportunity for eye contact. As he looks, I hinge around him and to the left, around that pole, doing a body pan 180 degrees to prepare to lead him backwards. I take a glance to make sure the post to my left is where I think it should be. This part is a little bit slow, but I think the actor did a great job filling the space. Then, once I get to the point I memorized, I speed up a bit and wrap around to the right to let him pass, and reveal another missed opportunity for them to meet. I boom the camera down to her eye level and use her motion to move the camera with her in profile. Notice how I'm still walking forward and not sidestepping here. As she makes the turn, I push in with her, but I slow down to let her get a little farther from me. I wanted to show the whole suitcase and for them to be a similar size and frame when they do talk to each other. Then, as he lands, I start to hinge around him, careful to keep them both in the shot and to keep the motion moving until I'm centered with the two of them. I decided I was a little too wide, so I creeped in a little.
Sorry. No.
As they're talking, I'm concentrated on keeping their body movements in frame.
Oh, you're the girl who always gets a nasty.
I had done some tests here with the actors to see if the camera should do some more movement, but it ended up being distracting, and I thought that it worked better if it was a little awkward.
Your smile will do. Jerimiyah.
Stacy.
I stay locked on the two-shot until she hands him her ticket.
To help me? I'm a little lost.
Then, I hinge on him left to show what he's pointing at, but it's really to set up her walk away and to show her drop ticket.
And you got 1 minute.
I then let her walk out of frame and out of his life for the third missed opportunity. I'm waiting for him to notice, and as he does, I walk with him towards the ticket. As he bends down, I need to tilt with him and hide a switch to get ready to run.
You forgot your.
The cue to start running was when he said, "You forgot your." As I'm running, I take a few glances to see my landing point, and I get prepared to pan with him as he passes me and to hide another switch. I walk in with him and push into a medium two-shot. I keep it framed at a 45-degree angle because I wanted him to be at the very edge of frame as he walked away. I follow him, careful not to give away he's turning back. After one step, I follow back with him and push into a close-up of the phone. So for me, the shots change over time as we fix problems that we find. This is something I shot with my phone when I found this location for the first time and decided to make a shot up. I do this a lot to try to remember the thought process when I'm doing it. You can see that for the beginning, it's actually quite similar. But if you notice, I intended to go down the steps. This had to be changed last minute because the person I got that day to guide me canceled and I couldn't replace them. Without a grip, I didn't feel comfortable walking backwards down the steps. So I changed the blocking to be able to walk down the ramp instead, although I could have made some other adjustments to be able to get the shot safely if it was important to the story. So let's take a look at the first take we did. I want to show how it was first blocked and to show what I learned from the take and how I modified it to make it look better. It starts about the same, but it tilts down from the sky. I killed this off because I felt it was unnecessary. I adjusted my speed here because I didn't like how the camera stops for a second as she gets her ticket. I wanted it to continue moving. In this take, as I was leading the actor, I didn't like how wide I was, so I decided to slow down so we could get closer. But that caused him to think he was walking too fast for me, so he slowed down as well. This created a very awkward moment. To fix this, I mentioned to him after the take to not slow down for me, so I could adjust his framing. It also helps to show the actor how far you want them to be from the camera. I also had to slow him down a bit here as I wrapped around him. I didn't like the push in here, so I decided to land the camera after the pan with him, and not step forward until she starts to walk. She was walking on the right of the railing, but it had to be changed so she could walk over to him easier, and I didn't like the way the railing looked in the shot. You can see they also have a conversation in a different spot. It needed to be moved because as the sun got lower in the sky, it had such a horrible lens flare that it was no longer usable here. That caused a little blocking revision, but we didn't have a choice. We also changed the conversation here a little bit to make it cuter.
Oh, you're the gross girl who gets black coffee all the time, huh?
That's me.
Jerimiyah.
Stacy. Nice to meet you. Sorry, I'm lost. Could you help me?
So you're gonna be on train 2, it's actually gonna be on that side?
Right here is where I should have hit a switch, but probably forgot about it. You can see we were also not synced up on how the run here would go. So I decided to have him cue me to when he would run, by having it come right after his line. I decided to land the 2-shot here, where I'm in between the two. I really like how the tracks look in the background, but I wanted them to both be in the shot when they decided to turn around, so I decided to do it at a 45 instead. I also tried pulling out really quickly to get them both walking away in the shot, but it was really fast and didn't match the pace of the story. I also decided to commit more on getting the close-up of the phone as they handed off. Thanks so much for watching. Check out some of my other videos if you liked this one.